Hi, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, according to where you're watching me from. My name is Faith Mwikali, and I want to welcome you to our business hour as we talk about customer. Today, we want to highlight a few things which are very important when you are dealing with customer in this decade. For anybody who is in business, for anybody who is doing anything which is bringing profit or money to them, or anything which is coming to you, you need an insight of how to deal with customer, because we say customer is the bloodline of any business. Without a customer, you're not going anywhere. Without a customer, you cannot sell. Without a customer, you'll have your goods and you'll have your services, but you will not be able to sell them to anybody. And so today I just want to highlight a few things which are very important on customer management. When you're dealing with customers, when you're selling your goods and services to customers, how are you supposed to manage them? And the first thing I want to tackle is to understand, why do we have to handle customers in a certain way? I want you to understand that we have a today's customer. A today's customer is not like last year's customer, is not like 5 years ago customer. It is not like the customer if you began your business like 10 years ago. The customer you're dealing with at this time is not the same customer you're dealing with in the last 5 years or even 1 year. The customer you're dealing with at the moment is not the same customer you're dealing with before Corona came in. It's not the customer you're dealing with yesterday. We have different kinds of customers. So you need to understand, what are we dealing with at the moment? And you need to understand that today's customer is very knowledgeable. Number one thing very important for you to understand is the customer you're dealing with is very knowledgeable. They understand what you have. They understand what they need. They understand the market. They understand the environment. And so we are not dealing with just a customer who does not have knowledge of what they want, where they are, where they can get these services. Number two thing which is very important as we deal with our today's customer is to understand that our customer for today is a customer who is well informed. They are well informed. They can get information from wherever. They get information from friends. They get information about your goods and services from the internet. There is a wide range of getting information. And so the customer we have today is a very informed customer, is a customer who can get, at a click of a button, they can get what they want. They can get information about the services and the services and the goods you are as well selling. Number three, very important issue for you to know is that the customer has options. You're not the only one who is selling whatever you're selling. You're not the only person who is giving that customer who you're dealing with in that shop or in that premises. You're not the only one who is giving that service. When you talk of salons, when you talk of boutiques, when you talk of any shop giving goods, there are so many other shops which are dealing with the same. And so the customer has a variety to choose from. They have a choice. The number four thing you need to understand is that the customer we have today, they have a choice. They have a choice to make a choice of, do I choose this phone or do I leave it? They are able to make that choice because they are dealing with their money. And they want value for their money. And that takes us to the fifth point, is that the customer we have today is looking for value. I want to spend 100,000 on this product. Is it worth it? You are selling your dress at 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. Is it worth it? They want to get value of whatever they are getting from you as a seller, you as a person who is an influencer, you as a person who is selling even that service. When I'm giving my 5 hours, my 10 hours, my 3 hours, my 5 minutes, I want to get value out of it. And so that is the customer we have today, and it is the customer we have to really think about when we are selling. And then the other thing we need to understand is that the customer we have today is varied. We have different kinds of customer. There is that customer who will not say much. There is that customer who will bargain for whatever you're selling. There is that customer who will get into the details of what you're selling. If it is a service you're selling, they will go to the extreme of understanding, wanting to understand what time will you deliver it, at what expense. There is another customer who will just ask you, how much is it? And they are good to go. We have different. There are those customers who are very talkative. There is a customer who will get into your shop, and before you even sell to them, they have talked and talked and talked. You will not compare that customer with the other one who will just come, they know what they want, they pick it and walk out. And then there's that one who does not even know what they really want. And those are your customers. We have different kinds of customers, and we need to understand that as a person who is either selling a product or a service, for you to be able to give the best services to this customer. The other thing I want to for us to understand as we continue is, why do we need to have good customer relations? Why do we need to have good customer relations? A person who is in business, a person who is in that office, the people who walk into that office, you really need to have good customer service. Very important point for you to know why we need to have good customer relationship. Number one is that when you have a good relationship with your customer, you are able to increase customer retention. If a customer comes to your business today, or they come to your office today, and you give them good service, that is a customer you can be assured that they are going to come tomorrow. And so you retain that customer by your customer service. If I got to a shop or I went to a salon somewhere and I was not treated right, then that is somebody who will have lost a customer. If I come to your shop and you don't listen to me, you don't give me time, you don't give me value for my money, then you understand that you have lost customers. So when you have good relationship with a customer, number one thing you are assured of is that you are able to retain that customer, and you are able to sell them again and again and again. Number two, marketing of any product, marketing of our services. In this generation, it is very expensive, because it begins from you having the product, you having the service, you branding the product which you have. There's so much going out there to sell the product. But when you have a good customer relation, one of the things you are assured of is that there will be reduction of serving that customer. Because if a customer comes and you have retained the customer again and again, you don't need to go and market to another one. The cost of marketing reduces. The cost of going to get another customer reduces. If I come to your shop and I'm able to get like 3 or 4 things at the same time, then you don't need to use any other money to look for another customer. Number 3 thing is that there is maximization of returns on the customer. If a customer comes and you do good, you know, there are those shops you get into and you just wanted to buy one thing, and you leave that place with like 5 things because of the person who was selling to you. You get to a salon and you just wanted to have your hair done, and by the time you get out of that salon, your nails are done, you've done manicure, you've done pedicure, things you had not planned to do. So if from one customer you can maximize so much because you gave good customer service. Number 4 thing, which is very important for us to understand, and the reason why we need to have a good relationship with our customer, is that effective marketing and selling of products becomes easy. You become effective in whatever you're selling because the customer is available, the customer is happy. You can even give referrals to other customers. I don't know if you have ever gotten a customer who asks you, yes, I bought this book from you, can I get this other thing from you? And if you don't have, they ask you for a referral. Why? Because the customer has had a good relationship. You have had a good relationship with customer. Then there is timely availability of information. You don't need to do a lot of surveys when you do good customer relations. You don't need to do a lot of surveys. The customers who come, they can tell you, by the way, if you're selling this, if you can add this, I would have bought this. So it expands your area of operation because the customers are able to give you more ideas. And then the other thing is that you have a faster and reliable environment for you for business response, and that is still on survey. You are able to get responses very fast because the relationship is good. I feel good when I tell my customer, or when I tell the person who is doing some services to me, that I don't like it this way, I like it this way. I don't want the product in this packaging, I want it this way. And so it becomes very easy because the customer is able to give you a feedback immediately. The other thing is that it saves time. When you have a good relationship with customers, it saves time, it saves energy, and it saves money. It saves time because you have a good relationship with a customer. You are able to exchange and get to know, how can I serve you better? It saves time, and you are able to serve the customer in a better way. It's a lot cheaper selling to an existing customer rather than looking for another customer out there. It's very easy for you to be able to sell to the same customer a different product because you have had a good relationship with them. Happy customers will sell for you in your absence. When you have a good relationship with customers, they are able to sell your services. They are able to refer people to you. They are able to tell somebody, by the way, where did you make your nails? And they're able to say, I met them in this place. I bought this dress in this place. But the minute you do not treat a customer well, you lose another and another and another one, and you miss the referrals, which are very important. The last thing is that third-party recommendation is a powerful tool in sales. Just as I've said, referrals, a third party referring to your customers, to you customers, is an important tool instead of you going to look for other customers. It increases also the options and the choices the customer has, and even for you, you are able to bring on board what is required for that customer. What are customers expecting from us as people who are selling in one way or another? What customers expect in this relationship? It's important for us to understand, me as a customer, as I come to you, what do I expect from you? Because even you as a seller of your services or your goods, there's an expectation you expect from me. But today I just want us to look on what a customer expects when they are coming to your shop, when they are coming to buy your products, when they are coming to be done some services in wherever you are doing your business. Number one thing which is very key is that customer is looking for reliability. When I'm coming to you, are you a reliable person? Can I be able to say that if this person told me this, if they did this, if they told me that this product is from this place and they sold at this price, I'm confident that that is a person who is reliable. A customer is expecting you to be dependable. Can I depend on you? When you talk of reliability, is that, can I really depend on you? When I need something, can I get it from you at the right time without wastage of time and without wastage of money? Are you selling to me today and the other time I'm coming, I find you've changed your business, you've done, because there are those people who keep on trying this business. If it doesn't work, I go to another business. Customers are looking for consistency. Can you keep the track? Are you able to follow a certain way of doing things? Number two thing which customers expect from you as a service giver, as a product giver, is responsiveness. How ready are you? Or unauzanga hakuna. Today it is there, tomorrow it is not there. How swift are you in ensuring that the customer is able to get the services immediately? Are you able to explain yourself in case you're not able to do it immediately? In case you're not able to give what you're supposed to give immediately? Responsiveness, how fast, how swift, how reliable you are is something the customer is looking from you. Competence. Number three, very important thing. Do you have the skills for what you're doing? Do you understand the business you are in? Do you take time to research and get to know if this business, the way this business is supposed to be driven? Do you have the knowledge of what you're selling? Ama you are just in sales to make money? If it is a sufuria, do you know how it can function? The products you're selling, have you even tried them? Because one of the things I've learned is that when you try something and it works for you, you have the courage to sell it to somebody else. When you have done something and it has worked for you, a service and it has worked for you, you have the confidence to sell that something to somebody else. So competence, do you understand what you're selling? Do you have the skills? That is what the customer is looking for. Accessibility. The number four thing, how accessible are you? One time when I was doing sales, one of the things I was taught is that you can never be offline when you're in sales. That is what my teacher told me in insurance. You can never be offline. Ati mteja, if you are in sales, you're supposed to be 24 hours accessible. You know, there are those people you look for them and you will never get them online. You send a message and they will never respond to your message. Are you accessible? If it is a shop, how fast can I get to your shop? How fast can I get to where you are? How easy is it for me to contact you? You know? Or you're that person who wakes up with moods. Today I don't feel like picking calls. Today I don't feel like going to work. Today I don't feel like doing this. If you're in business, cut that crap. You must be found if you want to have good customer relationship. Courtesy. The other thing is courtesy. Courtesy, customers are looking for courtesy. Customers are looking for politeness. How do you talk to me? How do you talk to me? How do you respect your customers? Do you talk to your customers with rudeness? You know, kuna watu unawapigianga simu and you're like, wow, am I the one buying from them, ama they are the people who are buying from me? Because of the way they treat you. How friendly are you? Customers are looking for courtesy. Customers are looking for politeness, to be talked to well. Si umeamka venye umeamka tu leo na umeamua your moods are bad and you don't want to, and you treat every customer the way you want. By the way, as we are going to see, you will realize that customers have an option, and I think we have seen that even before. They have an option. They can walk out of your shop and go to another shop. So politeness, respect and friendliness, they are some of the key things which are very important if you are dealing with customers, if you are selling whatever you're selling, be it goods or services. Then the other thing is communication. Communication. How available is your communication on the products or whatever you're selling? How available is that information? You call some people who are selling some products, they send them, they put them on the status of WhatsApp, on their stories, and you call somebody and you ask even for the price of that product and they cannot give you the price. They have to refer to somebody else. How available is the information which is needed from you? You need to communicate to your customers very well. You should be able to give all the details about your products. If you're selling a phone, you should be able to tell people, whoever needs that phone, what it entails to have that phone, what it has, how better is it, why should I buy? You should tell me why should I buy from you and not from the other person. You should be able to communicate and convince me quite well that my product, your product, is worthy my buying. Yeah, credibility. Customer is looking for credibility. How trustworthy are you? If I ask for a product, can I trust you that you're going to deliver as we have agreed? If it is a service, am I able to agree? Are we able to, can I trust that you're going to give me the service as we have agreed, as per what we talked about? Honesty, how honest are you? And also, do you have customer interests? Because if you don't have customer interest, you'll only sell for money. But when you put customer interest within you, then it becomes easier for you to serve the customer and serve their interest very well. So that is what the customer is looking for. Tangibility. What is the evidence? That is the evidence for service. Are your services tangible? Whatever you're doing, can we wow out of it? Can we look and say for sure this is something which has been done well? Tangibility. Can I boast about that service you have given me? Can I boast about that product you have sold to me? That is what the client is looking for. And as I've said, that the client of today has many options. They are knowledgeable. They understand. If they find that you're not honest, if they find that you're not reliable, if they find that your communication skills are zero, then I will go for that other option and leave. Even if it doesn't matter how your product is, it doesn't matter how much you've packaged and you've branded your product, as long as our relationship with you is not good when it comes to customer relations, then because I have an option, I'm able to go to another place and say, I better get this product in a friendly manner, where I'm talked to well, where I can trust, rather than getting from somebody who is just selling for the sake of money. So those are some of the things the customer is expecting. Number one, reliability, responsiveness, as I've said, competence, access to the product, courtesy, communication, credibility, security. That is the last thing I talked about, security. People need to be secure. The customer is looking for security. How secure am I when I'm buying this product? Is it a stolen thing? Will I buy this phone and I get into trouble? Will I buy this product and I get into problems? Will I apply this product on my body and I get into trouble? That is what the customer is looking for. I want to also highlight a few qualities liked by a customer. A few qualities which are liked by a customer. Number one quality is mannerism. Are you polite? Are you sincere? Are you business-minded? Because when you talk, everybody loves to be talked to well. When you talk to me, how do you talk to me? When you are selling to me, how do you handle me? Have you gotten to a shop somewhere or a business somewhere and you find nobody is bothering about you? Customer service, zero. Politeness, nothing. They're looking for politeness, customers. They're looking for sincerity. How sincere are you when you are giving that product? Are you selling that product for the sake of getting money, or you are sincere that that product is going to be useful to the customer? Then the other thing which is very important after being well-mannered is appearance. How do you appear? Every customer loves good appearance. How do you dress yourself? How do you arrange your products? How do you give your services? Appearance is so key, and every customer likes people who have a good appearance, who are smart, they are fresh. You know, don't go to a customer when you're smelling sweat. I mean, it's just off. It might put somebody off even when they really wanted to buy the product. Customer is looking for somebody who is clean. The way you handle that food, if you're selling in the hotel, the way you handle that glass of water, the way you handle that product you're giving, the customer, that is what they are looking. Attitude, number 3, which is very important after appearance. How is your attitude? A customer is looking forward to an attitude which is friendly. I need to talk to somebody who is talking back to me well. I mean, I want to talk to somebody who is giving me a smile when we are doing this discussion. They are friendly, they are helpful, they are ready to help me. You know, it might not be in that office, they might not be helpful from their desk, but they can refer me to somebody else who can help me. That is what a customer is looking. Presentation, how do you present yourself? Are you clear in your explanation? Are you well prepared on that presentation about that product, about that service? How do you present yourself? Then the knowledge of the product. Do you have the understanding of what you're selling? If you're selling for a company, do you understand their mission, their vision, their core values? Do you understand what the company stands for? Then the procedures. How do I get this product? How do I get this service? It's very important for you to have the knowledge of what you are selling. Then time is very key. How punctual are you? A customer is looking for somebody who is punctual, who does not waste time, who keeps time, who maintains their word. If they say it is 9, it is 9. If they say it is 5, it is 5. Not it is 9 and then it becomes 12. You know, ile masaa ya Mwafrika. A customer is looking for, we agreed at 10. Even then they might be late, but get late with a minute or 5 minutes. You will find that because they feel that they are giving you money, then they have already jumped. Then sensitivity. How sensitive are you? Do you listen to your customers when they are talking to you? Are you relevant in whatever you're giving to your customers? The customers, as much as they like all those qualities, they dislike the opposite of it. And when you talk about the opposite of it, is that they don't like bad manners. They don't like somebody who appears, who is not clean, who is not smart, a person who has a bad attitude. Customers do not love that. Who is not clear on whatever they are saying, who does not even understand what they are selling, be it services or goods, who is not time conscious. Customers do not like that. and a person who is not sensitive with whatever they are doing. They are just there for the sake of money. So we stop there for today. Thank you so much for standing with me and being here to listen to me as we talk about customer service. Till then, see you, and make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel.